4 cans of our dark sweet cherries that we drained and put in our 9x13. Next, I'm coming in with my granulated sugar, and we're gonna do 1/3 a cup of granulated sugar with our dark sweet cherries. You can use fresh cherries, you can use frozen, and just make sure you let them thaw. You can use whatever type of cherries you like, but I love this canned dark sweet cherries for this. Oh my goodness. And we're just sprinkling that 1/3 cup of granulated sugar on top of our cherries. Delicious. Next, I'm coming in with my vanilla extract, and we're gonna do 2 teaspoons, and I'm just gonna use the lid of our vanilla to measure that out. That's the best part about vanilla, is you can just use the lid as a teaspoon. Perfect, 1, 2. Now, before we give this a mix, I'm gonna grab my half a lemon and my lemon squeeze, and we're gonna put our lemon in there, and we are gonna squeeze the juice of half a lemon right on top of those cherries. This will help with the tartness, and it will just add some great flavor. I actually have one more thing I'm gonna add before we mix this that I just put to the side and I just remembered, and that is a little bit of cornstarch to thicken this up. Those cherries are gonna release some juices as we put them in the oven, so we gotta make sure we add something to thicken it up. And we're gonna add 2 tablespoons. We're just gonna measure those out super quick. 1, 2. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like cherry limeade. All right, now we're finally gonna get to mixing. We wanna make sure everything gets coated in that cornstarch, that lemon juice, that sugar, that vanilla extract. This is gonna create such a great base for this super easy dessert. I love that these cherries are already pitted. They smell incredible, they look incredible. They just have that dark, rich color. This is so great for summer, for spring, for fall. Honestly, it's great year round. And I just love how simple it is. Anyone can make this dessert. So once we have everything fully mixed, we're gonna make sure that cornstarch is in there because we want it to thicken up our juices. We're just gonna lay this out flat, just like so. Oh my goodness, yummy. All right, let's place this to the side and bring in our medium to large bowl. I'm gonna add in our French vanilla cake mix. We're gonna use this whole box, and we're gonna make a delicious crumble to go with those beautiful cherries. I'm gonna use this whole box of cake mix. Oh, it smells so good. Now I'm gonna bring in 2 blocks of unsalted, softened butter. Gotta make sure it's softened or this will not work. And we're gonna make sure to put that whole stick in there. 1 and 2. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna come in with our food grade glove, and it's time to mix this all together. So as we combine our butter with our cake mix, we'll get like these little gritty, crumbled cake pieces that we can just sprinkle right on top of our cherries, and that will create a delicious topping that will blow your mind. Now, I did use the French vanilla cake mix, but you can use whatever cake mix you like. You can use a yellow cake mix, a butter cake mix, and if you like chocolate and cherry, you can use a chocolate cake mix. But I personally love French vanilla for this. It keeps it light and simple, and it doesn't take away from that cherry flavor. So let's just mix this until it is well combined. All right, and this is what it should look like, almost like a cookie dough. So we're gonna put this to the side and bring back our cherries. And now we are gonna go ahead and sprinkle, not sprinkle, but kind of just place little dollops of our cake batter mixture right on top of our cherries sporadically. It will kind of spread and rise in the oven, so it doesn't need to be perfect, but as long as you use all of that dough to cover up our delicious cherries. So let's quickly get this done so we can get this in the oven. All right, and this is what our dessert should look like before it goes in the oven. Now my oven is set to 375 and it's gonna be in there for 45 minutes. Oh my, this looks absolutely incredible. We did let it cool for about 15 minutes so that that juice can get nice and thick, but I think it's ready to dig in. I have my bowl plate here, and I'm gonna just use my handy spatula. I should get all those sides. I did grease the pan, so this should be flawless. Look at that. Oh, all right, we're gonna put this to the side because of course, I'm gonna top this with some ice cream. Oh, Smells so good. Nice softened ice cream. Beautiful. I cannot wait to give this a try. Get a bite of everything. That is so good, you guys.